Hi, okay, I'm going to show you how I made the twist in the Mobius scarf that I have in this post. And if you're just seeing this video on YouTube, the link to the original post is in the notes for this. Anyway, since this is just a sample, I just made a very short length of chain stitches, and then I've been single crocheting back across. So I'm going to do these last few stitches here, and you'll forgive me, I'm not accustomed to doing this through the lens of the camera, so it should just be just 2 more single crochets to make. Last one. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring this around and I'm going to single crochet in the first single crochet that I made, and I'm just going to keep working around. So I'm working on a tube. If you're familiar with the terms, right now I am just working in the round, and I am just going to keep coiling around, and I'll show you when we get back there what we did. I'm going to take a second here. This first single crochet I made where I joined, I'm going to put a stitch marker there. I think this will get my attention, but just in case, anytime I think that I could do something just in case, I try to, because it saves me a lot of time in the long run from going back and having to fix something. Better to prevent a problem that never happens than end up with a problem that takes a lot of time to correct that I could have prevented in the first place. All right, getting my tail out of the way. This is the last single crochet in this round. Now, if I just keep going, I'll be working in the last row that I made, but what I'm going to do instead here is twist this a bit. You can see where I'm twisting it, and I'm going to work, this is the unworked loop of my original chain that I made, the back loop. I'm going to work in that, and I'm just not going to work into the stitch marker. I'm just going to make single crochets just as I was doing. Now these back loops are a little bit tight. So it takes a little bit of time. But at this point, it's worth the patience. Go ahead and take your time working into these and going around, because once you get all the way around that circle, you will always be working into the top of a regular stitch, whether you work in single crochets like I am right now, excuse me, or you work in a double crochet stitches, half double crochet, whatever stitch pattern you like. Now see, that stitch marker is coming around to show us that we're back at what was our beginning. I see one more back loop to work in. I'm just going to pull my tail out of the way. Okay, so this is the last back loop. And you take a look. Look, here is the previous round. If I just go ahead and work, I'm going to work in here. When you're at the beginning here, you're going to see some places because of that twist where it's going to appear a little confusing. You're not really sure which stitch to work into. As long as you've got this twist here, and you can see it forming, you're going to be fine, and eventually those bumpy places will disappear, and if you just pull your stitches snug, they will appear to close up. Now, it might be a little difficult for you to see here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working with a strand of scarlet to help you see how we've created a sort of an infinite loop here, that we have a tube that only has one edge. So you'll see I'm never going to turn, and I'm never going to turn my piece upside down. Oh, look at that. And it's going to appear that the piece has two edges, but because of that twist, it really only has the one edge. Sorry about getting too close to the camera there. So see how it looks like I've got two edges here now. But as I keep working my way back around, even though I haven't changed direction and I haven't gone back, I'll be meeting back up with those original scarlet stitches because there's only one edge due to that twist. Okay, so here's the last stitch I worked in the cream, and I'm back. And because I'm working in the round, I'm not doing a slip stitch and then stitching up and creating a new level. I just keep working in the round, so it's kind of a spiral. But you see that twist there? So it ends up as if you only have one edge. Now obviously the Mobius scarf that I made is a lot wider. I made mine really long because I wanted to be able to double it up 2 or 3 times even. This was just a short one to show you how it works. So I know this video was rough. This was actually the first video that I have made with stitching. I hope it was somewhat helpful. I appreciate your feedback in the comments. If there's something I can do, I'm happy to redo the video, but I look for your suggestions. Thank you so much.